Hey, welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech. JT, we're going to see if this is going to work, my friend.
Well, if it isn't, I'm going to get some more texts, and I'm going to blame you, and the lawsuit's coming from the person texting and me.
I don't know who in the internet world we need to point our fingers at, but that's it. That's all there is to it. All right, we're back. Well, hopefully our internet will stay up. Providence with the basketball leading by 1. Montana Tech went on a fantastic run there to end that first half. We'll see if they can keep that energy up here as we make our way into this second half. Pass out on the right wing, goes to Carter. Carter spins, moves it out right side to Lee. Lee fires the three and gets it. Big time shot for Lee as she puts down the three. And Montana Tech will go the other way. Liv Wongren with the basketball. Argos leading 28-24. Wait for my score bug to update here for a moment. Argos by 4, Wongren with it. Wongren, pass comes here on the near side, Aubrey Rademacher. Humphreys leading scorer for Tech. She has the ball and 7 points. Underneath it goes to Hankwitz, out to the edge. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Wongren. Wongren back into the paint, jump stop, fires it out to Rademacher. Rademacher to Humphreys. Humphreys attacks, left hand to the basket. No, it's tipped to the wing. Macy Mayer almost got that out to teammates, and UP the other way. Coast to coast, right-handed Carter, no good. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul on the baseline.
Yeah, one of the things they think they got to come out and do is Providence's excellent point guard has got to get some scoring in. I think she had 5 points, maybe the first half.
5 points.
Yeah, and they've got to get 20 out of her for them to walk out of here with the win.
So at the foul line is going to be Carter. Carter, their leading scorer on the day. She has 7 points, and that is her first free throw.
Thank you. On the other side of the agenda, Aubrey Rademacher still has the same matchup. They got to see that and get her on the block. She cannot defend Rademacher down there.
Offensive rebound by the Argos. Down in the corner it goes. Argos leading 29-24. Baseline take, travel call.
Good rotation by Aubrey Rademacher that time to create that travel.
So a 5-point lead for the Argos. 8:41 left to play here in the third. It would appear that our internet is holding, so that is a good thing. Liv Wongren up top with the left hand, looking to go to her left. Wongren down the left side of the paint, puts on the break. She's going to turn and fire in front of the rim, no good. That one goes to the ground, out of bounds. Tech basketball. Argos leading 29-24. They led by as much as 12 in the first half. Tech made it a 1-point game at the half. And now the Digs will bring it in on the baseline. Argos by 5. Wongren looking to get it in. Bounce pass comes into Rademacher. She'll fire from 15, no good. Tipped out, loose. And it looks like the Argos Salavea comes up with it. Salavea across to Maldonado. Maldonado into the offensive side. Salavea calling for help here on the near side to Carter. Carter into Salavea, it goes. Mismatch. Salavea, backdoor cut, Maldonado, reverse, no. Big rebound by Humphreys.
Won't see her miss that shot often.
No. Argos by 5, 29-24, Aubrey Rademacher. She has the lane, Rademacher gets it in the foul. So Rademacher rolls it in.
Well, she did it a different way, but she has a great matchup down there for her.
Argos leading 29-26. And at the line is Aubrey Rademacher. So Rademacher at the stripe here. And she's able to put it down. Maldonado. Pass comes in the corner. Pemberton with it. Argos by 2 as they get into the offensive zone. Internet wreaked havoc with us there for the first half, but hopefully it will hold here as we continue. UP 4 wide. Driving, right side of the paint. Pass goes out to the edge. Looking to step back. Maldonado, spin move to the baseline. Shot blocked. Big time play by Rademacher. Far left wing, Kaya Wasson. Now up top to Humphreys. Humphreys. Driving into the paint. Carlson pulls up and fires. That one no good. Salavea gets the rebound.
It's going to be a point guard now. I like it. I like it when the bigs take charge up there.
Salavea into the paint, spins, steps through. Great take by the big, and Salavea puts it down. Salavea with 8 points on the day. Argos by 4.
Really mobile for a big.
Yeah, that was tremendous footwork. Inside it goes to Humphreys. Humphreys comes back to her right side and gets it. Great patience by Hadley Humphreys.
Exactly what you have to have when you're playing against another big that's good.
Humphreys with 7 points on the night. Argos by 2. Again, thanks for joining us and thanks for bearing with us here as it appears our internet is back to normal. Maldonado, ball knocked away by Carlson, picked up by the Argos. Lee, bump out on the edge. In the paint, pull up, fired, jump shot is good.
Big basket, got herself deep in the paint.
Yeah, as Rager knocks it down, the junior out of Colville, Washington. That was a good-looking shot. Kaya Wasson, coast to coast, and Kaya rolls it in. Wasson has 7 points. Providence leads by 2. UP basketball back the other way. Pass up top. Into the hands there of Rager. Taken away. Macy Mayer with the steal. Mayer across midcourt. Spins. Near side Wasson down in the corner. Carlson with a 3, and she gets it. Avery Carlson. And Montana Tech goes up by 1. 34-33. Great pass. Wonderful shot. And the Digs go up by 1.
Yeah, I thought towards the last 4 minutes of the first half that there was some wear and tear on Providence's players, and it looks the same here right now. So all these rotations are eating into those legs.
We have a timeout on the floor, so kids will take one. Montana Tech by 1. We're back right after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Back here once again after we get the horn. Montana Tech leading 34-33. Frontier Conference, the final weekend of play. These two teams tied for second place as Montana Tech, Carroll College, and University of Providence, are all tied for second behind Rocky Mountain College, who sits in first place currently. If we can get our balance here a little bit, I'll see if we can get us some scores from the other games as well. We'll try and keep an eye on those, obviously, as a little important as we continue. So Providence down the floor. Maldonado on the far right wing. Maldonado spins in traffic, triple teamed, pass gonna go out of bounds. Good defense.
That's what we got here today, is great defense, both teams.
Tech by 1, 34-33. And Neibauer will bring it into Carlson. Also out for the Digs, you have Brooke Badavenik, Liv Wongren, and Haley Haber. Really guard-oriented unit out here for Montana Tech right now. Carlson on the wing, up top to Neibauer. The freshman attacks. Neibauer to the rack, no good. Whistle and a foul. Late whistle, and Neibauer's going to go to the stripe and shoot 2.
She is absolutely fearless going to the basket. I love watching her take it to the hoop.
You know, that's something you expect out of a sophomore, junior, and especially out of a senior, but as a true freshman, that seems very rare for them to have that kind of mental awareness early.
It is, but somebody's failed to tell her that, so she's not paying attention.
Yeah, don't say anything. Let's see if I can find our other games here. Again, the final day of action in the Frontier Conference during the regular season. Montana Tech goes up by 3. Argos through the middle. We're going to get a trip call, one would hope. As sliding across the floor is Ramirez.
Yeah, I think with the change-up in defenders, Maldonado is really having a tough time getting into her flow of the game. And you take Macy Meyer, who's big, and she puts a quicker player on her. They're making her work, and the thing is, they're picking her up full court, so she's having to play 94 feet every time up and down the floor.
36-33 our score. The Digs up by 3. We have a timeout, so we'll take one. We're back here in just a minute.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
.453 left to play in the ball game.
Bowling at its finest.
Holy man, look at you go. He's throwing his water around. The popcorn nearly spilled.
I knocked the 9-pin down.
Montana Tech leading 36-33. Again, thanks for bearing with us here as we fighting our internet. We seem to be okay now. Pass down to the bottom deep corner is Ramirez. Ramirez kicks it up top. Montana Tech by 3. Spinning. Pass goes out to Ramirez through the paints. And a carry call.
Defensive pressure is really outstanding right now for Montana Tech.
So the Digs lead by 3. 4:38 left to play here in this third quarter. University of Providence changing out some personnel. Is back in as Colby Pemberton. And Salavea on the floor.
Who they absolutely can't afford to take off the floor.
Yeah. Neibauer left side. Montana Tech going to get ready to line change here. Brooke Badavinik in the corner, now to Neibauer. Neibauer eyed the 3 for a moment, spins to her left, nice take. Neibauer rolls it in.
She's a slasher, it's what she does best.
4 points on the day for Neibauer in traffic, and the Digs go up by 5. That's their biggest lead of the day. University of Providence with the basketball. Long range 3, big time shot as Maldonado knocks it in.
She absolutely has to get more involved in the offense, no question about it.
Montana Tech the other way, Neibauer with it. So Neibauer to Liv Wongren. Wongren looking on the interior, steps back. Pass here on the near side to Neibauer. Neibauer, left hand. Steps back, good defensive pressure, taken away. With the steal is going to be Carter. Good defensive play now across to Maldonado. Great defense inside Salavea, and she'll finish.
Maldonado sees everything on the floor. Just absolutely tremendous pivot and pass.
So the Orediggers will call a timeout. 38 all our score. Tremendous action here from Montana Tech. Again, thanks for joining us as we make our way through a Saturday afternoon, the final day of play here in the Frontier Conference. Rocky Mountain College has assured themselves of at least a first-place tie. They lead Carroll College, the University of Providence, and Montana Tech all by 1 game. And if Montana Tech was to win this, they would obviously gain a game. They would need Rocky to lose to be in a tie situation. But Rocky does have the tiebreaker as far as the co-championship goes for those rooting for the Tech side of things.
What a great year in the Frontier Conference, men's and women's.
You know, we talked about it in the open as this Frontier Conference is, as far as the RPI goes, is the number 2 most difficult conference in the Frontier Conference this year. And all of our prognosticators, Humphreys goes travel.
She drug it, no question.
But where I was going is it's we're being told by multiple sources that 3, if not 4 teams from the Frontier Conference will go to the national tournament, those first and second round games. I can't imagine any of us will host. All of us will be on the road, but it does look like 4 teams from the Frontier Conference will possibly advance into that first and second round. Carter in the paint, pulls up and gets it. Monique Carter.
Nobody with any big runs right now. Mini runs going on.
Diggs back the other way. Hadley setting up on the inside. Maldonado's going to get a steal. It's loose on the ground, out of bounds. And the officials will say, well, they're going to say Providence basketball. One official, they chatted it over and swapped it. So Providence with the basketball here. And down the floor we come. Maldonado backing her way in. Argos by 2. Maldonado fires, no good. Out of bounds, tech ball. They'll say that went off of Talia Lee. So Wongren will check in here for Montana Tech. The Argos by 2.
This is absolutely the way the game of basketball is supposed to be played. 2 great teams.
Montana Tech across the timeline. Attacking, nice take to the basket, Avery Carlson. Offensive rebound, Aubrey Rademacher, her second look won't go. That was offensive rebound number 10 for Montana Tech in this contest. And the Argos by 2. Maldonado moving right. Maldonado looking to find an opening. Maldonado's pass partially tipped into the hands of Lee. Lee spins back to her right hand. That one's going to go over.
Great play by Aubrey Rademacher.
Defense stepping up in a big way here. Argos by 2. Humphrey stops, kicks it up top. Avery Carlson around the screen. Carlson back to Humphrey. She's going to fire. Hadley Humphreys knocks it home. Humphreys with a dozen. So Hadley Humphreys knocks that one down. And Montana Tech by 1, 41-40. Ball knocked away. Rademacher almost with a steal there. UP, Salavea gets another one.
She's 3 for 3, 3 for 4.
I believe, let me look, 3 for 4.
And she was shooting 20-some%.
20, flat 20%.
She came to compete.
No joke. Argos by 2. Less than a minute left to play here in this third quarter. Avery Carlson on the right wing. Goes up top, Kaya Wasson. Now to the left side. On the interior it goes. Good take that time. Aubrey Rademacher to the baskets.
She should get it on the block all the time.
We're tied at 43 with 30 seconds left to play. Providence into the offensive side, drifting left with it. Carter attacks, offensive. Liv Wongren draws the charge.
Big time play.
43 all our score. And substitutions here. Macy Mayer is in. Brooke Badavinick and also Haley Neibauer. Humphreys will stay out with Rademacher. Rademacher, of course, one of our 4 seniors, as is Macy Mayer currently on the floor. And the Diggs into the offensive side. Shot clock is off. Chance to grab the lead to head into the 4th here. Macy Mayer near side, Neibauer. Neibauer to Humphreys. Good pass inside to Rademacher. Double teamed out to Humphreys. Her shot blocked, gets it back. Humphreys to Rademacher. Shot is on the way and good. Aubrey Rademacher hits the 3. And Montana Tech leads by 3 as we go to the final frame. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. We'll take a break. Start of the 4th quarter is coming up right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
10 minutes left in regulation. Montana Tech leading 46-43. And we certainly are getting ready for what should be a fantastic finish here in this Frontier Conference finale. Again, Rocky Mountain College has a one-game lead. They're in first place. They have a one-game lead over the University of Providence, Montana Tech, and Carroll College. Whoever wins this one will win second place and a first-round bye in the Frontier Conference tournament, period.
Well, they're playing like it's pretty demanding, and this is an excellent display of basketball here today.
3-point lead for the Digs. And let's see here as we get the fourth quarter ready to roll. Let's see if I can get our other scores. I had them there for a moment. Carroll is playing at Northern and Rocky is at Western. Carroll is up over Northern 49-37 in the fourth. And Rocky leading Western 63-54 as the fourth gets underway there. Pass tipped, loose, and that one's going to go out of bounds. And they'll say Providence basketball.
They missed that one.
Kind of with you on that. That was one we were kind of lucky it's right in front of us. Providence has it in their offensive side. Driving Maldonado through the double team. Scoop shot, and she gets it somehow.
It's her quarter to take charge for Providence. And I still like the matchup with Aubrey Rademacher.
1-point lead for the Digs. Another steal on the right wing. Ramirez with it. Ramirez feeds it on the interior. Looking to turn right off the glass. No. Good defense, Macy Mayer. Tech by 1, 46-45. Liv Wongren with the basketball, looking to go left. Bounce pass goes out to Badavinik. Montana Tech 3 wide. Rademacher down in the block. Liv Wongren jump stop in the paint. Comes up top to Humphreys. Humphreys attacks. Humphreys has a lane. Humphreys off the glass and in. Hadley Humphreys. Montana Tech back defensively. Providence down by 3 into the offensive zone. Ramirez on the edge. Gets it back. Spins. Up top, Salavea. She's going to pop it again. Salavea is 4 of 5 from the three-point line.
Magnificent shot.
And she and Hadley are talking about that on their way back. Both are just shaking their head. Pass stolen on the wing. Good defense by Pimperton. And Providence is going to call a timeout. Heads up call.
Great timeout. He's on top of it.
48 all our score. We have a timeout in the fourth quarter. 8:16 left to play here in this ball game. With a timeout, we'll take one. We're back here after this.
Montana has one of the highest suicide rates in the United States.
Suicide impacts people of all ages, genders, and ethnicities.
On average, 300 Montanans die each year by suicide.
Our best chance of stopping suicide is to stop the stigma.
It's time to talk openly and honestly about mental health issues.
Together, let's take the pledge to be allies against suicide.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Welcome back here to the campus of Montana Tech. We have a good crowd on hand for the final game of the regular season. A battle for second place as Montana Tech taking on the University of Providence. As I mentioned earlier, the other scores, Carroll leading Northern 49-37. And Rocky up over Western 63-54. If Rocky wins that, they'll win the Frontier Conference outright. And then whoever wins this would win second place outright.
And it couldn't turn out any better than it is right now. 48 apiece with eight minutes on that clock. This is a great, great basketball game.
We've had some significant runs. This one we've had even more momentum shifts, it feels like, than runs.
Yep, no question about it.
Maldonado controlling. Maldonado. Up top, Salavea. Salavea. Pass goes out wide left, now up to Pimperton. Pimperton drives into the paint. Pimperton up, hits the bottom of the backboard. Late whistle from all the way outside.
Well, I thought she got fouled. It just took him a while to make the call.
So a shove call underneath, and Pemberton's going to go to the line. Colby Pemberton, the senior out of Belts. And Pemberton will go to the line here for the Argos. Our first hits the iron, bounces out. 48-48 our score. Providence is led by as much as 12. The Digs have been up by as much as 5. Pemberton, her second, is up and good. So Pemberton gets 1 of 2. The Argos lead by 1. 8 minutes left to play here in this ball game. The Argos up 49-48. Carlson across midcourt. Drifts to the right wing. Deep corner, Kyle Wasson. Wasson wants to go inside. Now to Haber. Rademacher's posted up on the interior. Rademacher gets it, turns, puts it up, draws the foul.
She's got to have the ball down there. She really has a size advantage and a strength. The other girl's a lot smaller. She's got to have the ball down there.
So at the line, Aubrey Rademacher for Montana Tech. Rademacher, 83% from the foul line on the year.
By the way, that was a tremendous pass from Haber. She was in trouble.
Aubrey Rademacher at the stripe. First free throw attempt is up and money.
The girl can shoot free throws. You don't want to foul her.
She can. She's had a tremendous career here at Montana Tech.
Yes, she has.
Her second is up and good. Aubrey Rademacher, 2 of 2. The Digs lead by 1, 50-49, 7:37 left to play here in the ball game. UP right side. Salavea gets it. Switch dribble. Hadley Humphreys knocks it away. It's loose and tied up. Jump ball will go to Providence. Good hustle. And Salavea getting up. Well, she's not going to get up now as she was on the ground there.
She's holding her knee. That's not good.
That is not good. 7:26 left to play here in the ball game. Montana Tech by 1. 50-49 our score. The other scores in Frontier Conference action here as we speak. Carroll leading Northern 55-42 with 4.5 left to play. And the other one has Rocky leading Western 66-62 with 7 minutes left to play.
That's a good one going on.
Yep, so Western making a move. Salavea to the bench.
Yeah, she's hurting. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, not bending her right leg.
Never like it when they go to that knee.
No. So Providence looking to inbound here. Comes into the hands of Carter. Carter, top of the horn, Thurber. Going right with it is Ramirez. Shot clock down to 5. Maldonado, Marie. Inside, ball's knocked away, turning. Boy, that's a nice right hand by Thurber.
That was the perfect entry pass.
Thurber, clock was nearly at 0, and she's able to get that up and in. 3 minutes gone here in this fourth quarter. Argos by 1. Inside, we're going to get a whistle and a foul as Haber attacked down the left side of the paint. And the personal will go on Talia Lee. You know, fouls really have not been an issue in this ball game tonight.
No, surprisingly so to me, because both teams getting good entry into the paint.
Agreed. Haber's first is money. We're tied at 51. Haber gets ready for her second. Back of the rim, no. Offensive rebound, Kyle Wasson. Humphreys. Inside it goes, Rademacher. Turns, Rademacher, too much. Rebound, Providence.
She had to show a little more patience. She had the advantage.
Providence back in, Maldonado enters, and a foul on Haber.
Yeah, you got to get to the side on that when they're posting you up that deep.
Talia Lee, the intended target, got the pass and the foul. She comes out of Spokane, Washington, played at Gonzaga Preparatory. 51 all. Providence is led by 12. They have the ball on their offensive side, looking to grab a lead here. Maldonado throws it up top, goes out right side. Ramirez attacks. Ramirez.
Rademacher got her.
So we're going to get a block call.
This game's going to come down to who makes their free throws and who doesn't.
That's the case. It's 6:24 left to play here in this ball game. We're tied up 51-all. At the foul line, the first is up and good for Elena Ramirez. Ramirez, it's ready for her second, and she knocks that one through. Ramirez, an 84% free throw shooter, makes those both look rather easy. Argos by 2. Tech running 4 wide. Haber drifts into the high post, now to the wing. Carlson has a lane. Avery Carlson right to the rack.
Good patience, good read. Great read.
53 all our score. 6 minutes left to play. Driving right side, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Carlson went to the ground as she'll be called with the block.
Yeah, Maldonado trying to do her thing as she should, take over this game.
6 minutes left to play here. Again, the winner of this ball game will receive the second seed and also a first-round bye in the Frontier Conference Tournament. They would play the highest remaining seed left after the opening round. Big-time shot by Maldonado.
Yeah, it's her time of game. She knows it.
5:50 remaining in the ball game. Argos by 3. Hankowitz, Neibauer. Good head fake by Neibauer. In the paint, pull up, no good. Gets her own rebound, throws it off an Argo player, and they'll be able to hold on to it. Argos a chance to stretch this lead out here. Maldonado. Around the screen, goes left. Down the left side of the paint. She has a seam, and she gets the basket.
She got grabbed.
Boy, there was no daylight there, and somehow she's able to step through.
Notice his last 2 minutes, she wants the ball.
Yep.
And that's what you want your best players to do.
3-point lead for the Argos.
Win this thing for you. Yeah. That's how you do it.
Yeah, and she's just an absolute leader, tremendous baller. First is money. Maldonado, as you mentioned, taking over here. As I look over, Salavea getting her right knee taped up hard. And
might as well make them both look alike because she's got the other one taped from her ankle to her hip.
Maldonado, 85% from the foul line. Providence is an exceptional free throw shooting team as a team. The Argos by 5. It's their biggest lead here in a while. Hankowitz to the baseline. Double team pass out on the edge. Driving. Shot hits the bottom of the iron. Rebound, Maldonado. She'll push the pace. Now she'll slow it back.
Yep, got to run their stuff, run some time. Want to run that clock down, make the other team nervous.
Macy Mayer out defensively. Around the screen, Maldonado. She's going to pop the 3. Maldonado, no. And on the rebound, Rademacher is going to be fouled. Aubrey playing an outstanding contest here tonight for the Digs. Substitutions, as the Digs will bring in a fresh crew here. On the floor, you have Kaya Wasson ready to bring it in. Also out there is Liv Wongren. You have Macy Mayer, Haley Haber, and Humphreys is out there as well.
Every possession is huge right now.
4:40 left to play in the ball game. Montana Tech with the ball. Liv Wongren going left around a high screen. Wongren calling for help up top. Liv cuts back to her left. Bounce pass goes across to Mayer. Mayer in the lane, loses it, steps through, goes to the right hand. Her shot no good. Good take by Mayer. Rebound again in traffic by Maldonado. So Maldonado gets the rebound. And back the other way come the Argos. 5-point lead for Providence. Right wing Pemberton. Hands it off to Maldonado. Ball's poke checked away there for a moment. Shot clock down to 4. Driving, pull-up jumper from 8 off the glass and in for Monique Carter.
Monster basket, gotta have a timeout, yeah.
Great shot by Carter, and the Argos go up by 7. 60-53 our score. The University of Providence leading Montana Tech here. The final day of the regular season play in the Frontier Conference. It's a short timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here, JT. Talk about what you've seen here in the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Well, Maldonado has taken control of this basketball game right now. And some way, shape, or form, they've got to get the ball out of her hands. I don't care if they double her or just pressure her on a screen, switch all screens, don't let her have open looks. You know, it's hard to find a basketball player that just tells himself inside, I'm going to go win this for my team, and she's doing that right now. Tech's got to find some scoring right now.
That is the case. They trail by 7. The other games, Carroll leading Northern by 11 with 2 minutes left to play. Rocky up over Western by 4 with under 2 minutes left to play. Here in the mining city, the Argos by 7. Montana Tech with the basketball. Kaya Wasson, far left wing, up top Carlson. Now to Liv Wongren. Wongren through the key, pulls the defender up, goes up, draws the foul.
And that's a good idea. Attack the paint, attack the body, and try to get the free throw line, stop that clock.
So Wongren will go to the stripe. That's team foul number 4 on the Argos. So the next one, we'll have both teams shooting 2 for the remainder.
And then the most important thing, you got to make your free throws.
And on paper, it would seem that advantage goes to Providence. They're a tremendous free throw shooting team. And Liv Wongren knocks the first one down. So Wongren gets the ball for attempts number 2. It's a 5-point lead.
Big time shots.
With the ball down the floor we go, Carter. Carter drifting to her left. Good defensive pressure. Boy, Avery Carlson all over Maldonado right now.
Absolutely, you got to be.
Double team to the top. Goes out on the right wing. Trying to get the ball to Maldonado. She does have it now. Maldonado passes right to Pemberton. She'll step inside the arc. Pull-up jumper, no good. Long rebound controlled by Providence. 3 minutes left to play. Again, between games, we will have the Senior Day recognition. Driving, Maldonado, great pass and finish.
That girl just sees it. She's just got it. She got the it factor.
McKenna Rager knocks down the basket. Argos by 7. Avery Carlson moves it out top. And we're going to get a whistle as Humphreys got it in the paint.
So I thought she pushed her before she got it.
And Hadley Humphreys will go to the line, shooting 2 here. Again, both teams shooting 2 for the remainder of the contest. Hadley Humphreys, first free throw attempt is up and good. So Hadley, junior out of Blackfoot, Idaho, comes by way of Utah.
She was a steal, man. Tech got a player when they got her.
No joke. Her second, no good. 6-point lead for the Argos. Tech needs a stop with 2:30 left to play. Argos on the offensive side. Pass almost intercepted. Loose, now picked up by the Digs. Carlson, bounce pass out to Kaya Wasson. Wasson moves it up top to Aubrey Rademacher. 3 ball, no good. Tips. And Humphreys going to be called with a foul going up after the rebound.
Yeah, you got to battle. Referee's got to find it. You got to do what you got to do right now.
2:16 left to play here in the ball game. The Argos lead by 6. And we'll walk the other way, shoot some free throws here.
I love this 5-foul rule. It adds so much to the game versus shooting a 1-on-1 with 7 fouls.
Agreed. 2:16 left to play here in this ball game. At the foul line is Ainsley Thurber.
Now is when you feel pressure.
Thurber out of Utah. First, wide right, no good.
It'll take a little more time.
So Thurber will get the ball for attempt number 2. Argos leading 62-56. Her second, no. Aubrey Rademacher blocking out, gets a really nice rebound, almost intercepted. And Wongren the other way. Wongren going left. Passes that way. Kaya Wasson is open. Kaya Wasson hits another one. Kaya Wasson drains it, and within 3. Argos up 62-59. Providence. Maldonado, loose double team, drives into the paint. Great feed. Shot is up and in.
She is so
Monster.
good. She is so good.
Talia Lee with the basket off the tremendous assist. 5-point lead for the Argos. Nice take. Aubrey, her shot no good. And the Argos grab the rebound. 90 seconds left.
Got a foul.
Trying to get the foul here. And they'll come into the offensive side.
Don't want Maldonado with it if you're going to foul.
And they're going to back off here, it looks like.
Taking too much time.
Shot clock down to 12. Maldonado with the basketball. Double team coming. Maldonado around a screen. Drifting right. Shot clock at 4. 3-point shot is on the way and good. Big time shot by Carter. Carter strokes a big one. The Argos by 8. They'll lob it inside to Humphreys. Taken away. Humphreys goes down as Maldonado got the rebound.
Yeah, she got fouled and they didn't blow the whistle.
They'll stretch out here. 40 seconds left to play. Argos by 8.
Got to double her and get rid of the ball. There you go. Can't let her have it back. She's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah. Pass tipped, intercepted. Aubrey Rademacher with the ball. Rademacher, right side, Liv Wongren. Wongren back to Rademacher. 20 seconds. Moves it up to Wongren. 3-point shot, no good. Defensive rebound, Providence. And they will call a quick timeout. 13 seconds left to play here in this ball game. The Argos by 8.
They got the ball out of Maldonado's hands. They should have fouled immediately. They let a lot of clock run out.
Let's see if we can get other scores here while we have a timeout on the floor. A game down to Dillon. Rocky leading Western 84-80 with under 20 seconds left. So Rocky up by 4 there. The other one, Carroll has beaten Northern in the Armory 62-50.
So Western's going to be a dangerous team when this tournament starts. They are in every single game, and they're just losing a lot of tough ones this season.
So Providence will inbound on their own offensive side.
This tournament's going to be special.
It is going to be awful good. One would assume anyway. 10 seconds remaining. Maldonado gets it. Maldonado. Pass is kicked. Kaya Wasson with her Pele impersonation, or Messi impersonation if you prefer. So the Argos looking to go to 10-5 on the year. If Carroll College, so Carroll has gone to 10-5. And the pass comes all the way out. And this one going to go into the record books. The Argos going to get the win, 67-59. So the Argos will go to 10-5 on the year. They'll be tied with Carroll College at 10-5. And I do believe Providence has the tiebreaker, so they would be the 2nd seed. Carroll would be the 3 seed, and Montana Tech at 9-6 would be the 4 seed. So from my math skills, I see Montana Tech as the 4 seed, and they will take on the 5 seed, who will more than likely be MSU Northern.
Going to be a great tournament.
That is the case. That's coming up to Great Falls, up to Four Seasons Arena next week. So it looks as though Montana Tech will go in as the 4 seed, and they will take on Northern in a first-round matchup. 67-59, the Argos get the win. JT, you want to give us your final thoughts, brother?
This was just an outstanding basketball game, and I really thought Providence was wearing down, but you know what? They're smart. Give Maldonado the ball. She controlled tempo the last 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
Got them some big buckets, and, you know, she was the answer for Providence here tonight, no question about it.
Her fourth quarter was phenomenal.
Absolutely. She just controlled everything.
Well, again, our final, the Argos get the win over Montana Tech. The Argos will go in, I believe, as the 2 seed. Rocky will be the 1 seed. They'll have a first-round bye. Then you have Providence, who will be the 2 seed with a first-round bye. Carroll College will be the 3 seed. Montana Tech will be the 4 seed going into the tournament. So my guess is Carroll will play Western and Montana Tech will play Northern in the first round. of the Frontier Conference Tournament in Great Falls.
And there are no gibbies. I don't care who finished second to last and last in this conference. They're all capable of upsetting each other. Tremendous basketball game.
So we're going to get our senior day activities here. As we mentioned earlier, we'll get both of our men and women's teams presenting. And certainly look forward to this here, senior day. Montana Tech's women with 4 seniors today, 2 on paper, 2 juniors who are graduating because, well, they're ultra smart.
Yeah, and they're going to go out and make some money.
That's the deal. The men have 3 seniors that will be walking here this evening. Again, thanks for joining us here as we make our way through a Saturday afternoon. And it is a final Rocky beat Western. So Rocky will be the 1 seed. Providence will be the 2 seed. Carroll will be the 3 seed. Montana Tech, the 4 seed. Then you have Northern, the 5 seed, and Western will be the 6 seed. So that said, Carroll will play Western, and Montana Tech will play Northern in the first round.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up there for that. I'd like to.
Why can't you go? What, is your parole officer not letting you go, or what's the deal?
He's talked to me about it.
All right, so we're going to get our senior presentation here. And certainly just a tremendous day. Again, if you haven't had a chance to listen, through the years, I always talk to the coaches about their seniors. Get the stories and the love from the coaches for their players. And this year, a little bit different. If you go to our podcast, Roll Diggs, the official podcast of Montana Tech Athletics, I talked to both head coaches, Coach Graham and Coach Hyatt. And I also talked to 4 of the seniors talking about their time here at Montana Tech, what brought them here, and a whole lot more. And you can find that wherever you download your podcasts. Great conversations with Aubrey Rademacher, Michael York, Keely Bake, and Ifani Okeke. So here are our seniors. And we're going to start things off with Kaya Wasson. Kaya, one of those we mentioned earlier, she's a junior on paper, but she will walk and move on because of her incredible smarts. Talk about Kaya Wasson a little bit, JT.
Absolutely love that little girl. She. You want to talk about somebody who grew up in this game? I was fortunate to coach her a couple of years ago at this very stadium, and she grew so much as a player, but more importantly, she is a wonderful human being to be around.
Kaya Wasson, always certainly been known as a deep threat, but her defense this year, I cannot express how good her defense has been this year.
She would be on the all-John Thatcher Frontier defensive squad.
I'm with you. Brooklyn Hankowitz is next. So Brooklyn will come out with the fam. Brooklyn Hankowitz, the first big transfer for Coach Graham and company. She came in last year and was instrumental in the Digs getting wins a year ago.
She was my recruit to Montana Tech, and what a great family she comes from.
So Brooklyn Hankowitz, our thanks to her, 2 tremendous years here as an Ordigger. Yeah, she'll make her way over. And the next out is Macy Mayer out of Bozeman, Montana. Macy, one of the best defenders this school has seen, in my opinion.
Good opinion. Solid. You're solid for a change.
Well, and just an absolute hustler. Never seems to tire out, and she gets after it. You've obviously got a little bit more with Mace. What do you got, brother?
Another one. Just such a great person, great parents, comes from good stock, has given it her all, and I'm proud of her. I told her the other day, I wish you were coming back. She says, I got to get on with my life.
Good for her. Macy Mayer, again, like you mentioned, she does have a year remaining, and we'll move on and get rolling. And last on the women's side, none other than Aubrey Rademacher. Rademacher to Butte, Montana by way of Kalispell. And she has been absolute bedrock for this team since she started playing.
Yeah, when she was a senior in high school, you and I were doing the Butte High games, and I called Coach Santa and said, you got to get this girl. She's tough, and she showed toughness for all 4 years.
Yeah, she did, and just has had a tremendous career here for Montana Tech. Aubrey Rademacher, a true two-way player, great offensively, tremendous defensively, an outstanding rebounder, and just a great person on top of it. Aubrey Rademacher, thank you.
She comes from great stock too. Her parents are wonderful people.
So if Fee is next, Ifeanyi Okeke out. Has a tremendous route to Montana Tech. And he is a guy that I had a great conversation with earlier this year, or earlier this week, I should say. Fee, one of our 3 seniors, started at Carroll College, and it just didn't fit. It wasn't happy, just wasn't really part of the team. He transferred to Montana Tech, sat out his year, and to say he fit in here is definitely an understatement. Fee is an incredible guy, another one that is wicked smart. He'll walk out of here with 2 degrees, 2 majors, and I do believe a minor.
I could use one of those. The minor didn't work.
I didn't get out of 5th grade.
He has really been a great player here, no question about it.
Another just tremendous person. And next out, going to be Keely Bake. One of our absolute favorites. You've got to love Keely. Young man out of Fairfield. You talked about it earlier, the idea of high schools. We called the State B tournament when his Fairfield Eagles came to Butte, Montana, and won the state title. And he's another one that just has it. You can't put it on paper, but Keely Bake, whatever that it is, he has it in truckloads.
Well, as I told you earlier, I've had 2 point guards I've absolutely fallen in love with in the Frontier. Keely Bake's one of them. Shamrock Campbell from Carroll College was the other. They are so smart. They just have the get-it factor times 100.
Yeah, Keely's such a good dude. He's such a big part of this team.
I'm not telling him that. I like to make him nervous.
I told him it this morning. Keely, every once in a while, will make his way into my office. We'll sip coffee early in the morning and just kind of BS, talk about how, we know everything. And he came in this morning, and it just a great talk with the senior. Just one of my favorite people in the world. Michael Ure is next, our senior out of Idaho, the Idaho Gatorade Player of the Year his senior year. Went on his mission, went to Chile for 2 years, kind of back and forth. It was during COVID, so it was kind of a mess at times. But was recruited hard. He actually has been part of Coach Hyatt's, the high-intensity summer camps.
When he was a kid.
Yeah, like 5th grade on.
Well, maybe Coach Hyatt will give him some credit. He might be smarter than we think.
Hey, another great story, and if you haven't heard it again, I urge you to go log on. If you are listening, if you listen to podcasts, log on to go look for Roll Diggs. It's on Apple. We're on everywhere. Just go look for it. But the senior conversations with all of the men and Aubrey Rademacher were really outstanding. Just great stories about how they get to Montana Tech, why they're part of Tech, why they love Tech. And we certainly couldn't do it without this group of seniors.
Absolutely not. These are 3 great ones that he's got to replace next year. So it's going to be hard to duplicate what's walking off this floor here tonight.
Your seniors, ladies and gentlemen, we will do this. We'll take a break. I'm going to reset my machine, do a little prayer, and then we'll have the men's game coming up in just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Come on back to Digger Vision. We're back in a few.